Hello, fabulous Cancer. Well, we've got some interesting things taking place for you this month where it comes to your love life, really. We've got this eclipse taking place in a part of the sky that has to do with love, that has to do with romance, that has to do with the feelings of love, with flirting, with the joy that you feel in the presence of another, with butterflies in the stomach. That part of the sky is receiving an eclipse this month. And so this particular eclipse, now let me break it down for you what's happening here. It's a new moon eclipse. So any new moon would suggest a fresh start in love. It would suggest planting some powerful seeds, and it would suggest newness. At the same time, though, this is an eclipse, and so this makes all those elements 20 times more powerful, plus adds an element here that has to do with surprises. So there's a surprise element to this. And then you add to that the fact that this particular eclipse is happening with Venus. And that adds the element of love to this. But then here's the kicker. Here's what I thought was really interesting, is that this particular eclipse is happening at what astrologers call 0 degrees. 0 degrees of Scorpio, an eclipse happening. And what that means is the sun having newly stepped into a new sign, and the sun stepping into this new sign with Venus in tow immediately has an eclipse. And so before the sun gets to step into the energy, step into what's new, and understand what it is, ultimately this energy is going to be about, how it's going to work with it, eclipse occurs along with Venus as well. And so I looked at this symbolism and I thought, okay, it is going to be important in love. Without a doubt, it's going to be an important time for love because you've got an eclipse happening in this part of the sky. But because it's a 0 degree eclipse, it does suggest to me that some of the most important occurrences are really going to be about you. They're going to be about your own revelations. They're going to be about your own insights. They're going to be about you understanding where it is that you need to begin again if you're going to move yourself towards a greater love than you've known before. So if you are in an established bond, I do think that this could be a time when, and because the focus is, because it's a 0 degree, again, I know I keep saying that, but it's almost like if promises are made, where are you going to go with it? Right? It's not like this energy is you've fully embraced. It's not like the sun and Venus have fully embraced this energy at the eclipse. So there may be some very romantic things occurring. There may be some very romantic conversations, but what is that actually going to mean in the bigger picture? How is that actually going to be implemented in the bigger picture in terms of moving you towards greater love? Well, ultimately, it's going to be a very personal process. And I think that it's going to come down to you deciding where it is that you need to have a fresh start within your own heart, within your own mind. So if you're in an established bond, it looks like a time when, if there have been any ongoing issues with a partner sort of dragging on, this is a time when you're able to find closure. And especially if it comes to you feeling like there have been some issues that have gotten in the way of you experiencing a deeper love with this person, it's you that gets to say, you know what, let's begin again. Let's start over. I want to feel this way about you, and therefore I feel this way about you. I want to trust you, and therefore I trust you. It's going to be you sort of making a choice and sticking to it. If you are somebody who has somebody in your sphere, again, I look at the sky, I look at the fact that Mercury is going to stand still at the same time and go direct very shortly after. And it does suggest you seeing this other person who you might be dating, who you might just be getting to know right now, seeing this person a little bit more clearly, seeing this person a little bit more deeply, seeing how this person will actually fit into, in particular, does this person fit into an understanding that you might have as to what you really need to feel safe and secure with another person. Does this person add a measure of stability or not? And where you feel you have it, then you will strengthen your resolve within this process. But where you feel you don't, there's an element here of you saying, I believe in love, and going for that instead. Those of you who are open to love, not in any kind of alliance or haven't met anybody just yet, I think that this energy is likely to play itself out a lot more personally, where you may have some sort of interaction with another person, but I do think that you're going to have to wait a little bit in the fullness of time as Venus moves through the same part of the sky slowly but surely, especially in the month of November. To see if this is meant to go anywhere. But it does look like if anybody else is there, it's largely to get you to see what is happening on a level of your heart and on a level of your energy, where it is that you are truly open to love and where it is that maybe you are not. But it does look like at the very least, you are going to get your flirt on. You are going to enjoy yourself. And the chance of you allowing yourself to just feel alive and appreciate your own ability to attract is very highlighted at this time, which certainly should make you feel very nice, very good as well. One thing is for sure, though, the universe does want you to get clear as to where you are in your state of heart and if it matches where it is that you desire to be. Where it does, you will strengthen that. And where it doesn't, you will find a way to start to align yourself with that vision that you know is going to move you towards a greater love than you've known before.